Welcome to 3 Slides with Kelly Featheringham. Welcome to the 3 Slides series of videos. My name is Ed Lawrence. I'm the founder of Getstart-ed at www.getstart-ed.com, offering resume writing services, LinkedIn profiles, and coaching. In this series, I ask people to show us what they consider to be the 3 most important slides from their presentation on a specific topic. Our objective is to present in a brief amount of time the most important concepts that will help you land a job or transition to a new career. Today's guest is Kelly Featheringham. Kelly is an executive career coach, speaker, writer, trainer, and business leader. She leverages her more than 20 years in the public and private sectors to help career-focused professionals define their goals, find their voice, establish presence, and maximize their positive impact in the workplace. She works one-on-one with her clients at all phases of their careers to build clear step-by-step action plans to achieve their goals. She is dedicated to coaching and supporting them through their most challenging and frustrating decisions and career experiences. She's the leader of the Career Development Lounge, an online community of hardworking professionals looking to learn how to create work-life balance, navigate office politics, and achieve their career goals while holding the ladder for others to succeed alongside them. Kelly holds a BS in International Studies and Political Science, a Master's in Public Administration, and certifications for project management and professional, executive leadership development coaching, and career management coaching. She is a devoted and determined leader who has a zeal for promoting and understanding others. Her drive to develop tomorrow's greatest leaders stems from having worked with some amazing ones herself. She believes strongly that while not everyone is born to be a manager, boss, or CEO, everyone possesses the ability to be a leader. So welcome, Kelly.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ed. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here today.
Great to have you. So tell us generally first about your presentation and the 3 phases of your job search.
So today I wanted to talk to your viewers about the value of having a career coach as they navigate their way through the 3 phases of their job search, beginning with the career search, moving into the interview phase, and then into the career transition as they begin their next step on their journey.
Sounds awesome. So I'm going to start with the first slide that you sent me.
Great. So I wanted to start with career search because it's really important, especially in these challenging times when there are so many folks out there that are looking for their next step in their career, either because they're unhappy where they're at and they're looking for something different, or because current circumstances have forced them to be looking for their next job. And the value of having a coach during this process, I feel, is invaluable in so many different ways. Coaches are there to support them in discussing and brainstorming and thinking about what their strategy is going to be for their overall career, goals for their next job and how that fits into their overall strategy, help them work through any of their uncertainties and concerns and worries about whether or not they're on the right track, whether they're looking for the right thing. Just in general, all of the questions that come up when we're doing our career search. Also with the changes or pivots, this might be a really good time for folks to consider, maybe I wasn't happy in what I was doing before, and this is a really great opportunity to start looking for something, maybe what I call career adjacent, or maybe just something completely different. And then really putting together a really robust strategy for searching to help them shorten that time it takes to get from making the decision to look for a job to starting that job. Next slide. The next phase is the interview phase. And again, another area where a coach can be really supportive in helping you create your stories and the background description of all of the different things that you've done in your career that you really want to sell once you get to the interview. it can be a stressful process in general, right? And we want to make sure that we are putting our best story forward when we're meeting with our potential employers. So you can work with your coach in doing mock interviews, in really weaving a nice tale about how you've got so much experience and the impact that you've brought to former employers by the work that you've done there. Brainstorming to make sure that you're hitting on all of the keywords and all of the different things that that potential employer might be looking for. And then just in general, job searching is such an emotional roller coaster, with getting ready for interviews, getting your hopes up, and then not hearing back or getting bad news and having to kind of roll with it and move to the next one. And a coach can really be there to support and just kind of help build you up and prop you up when you're having to deal with that challenge. Next slide. And then the third phase would be the career transition. And this is when you've gotten that job, you've gotten that offer, and you have to make a decision on whether or not this is the right choice for you. Is this the job you really want? Did you get all the information you wanted out of the interview and you're excited to start? Once you get there, making sure that you're setting boundaries, making sure that you're putting your best foot forward and you're demonstrating who you really are as an employee, who you want to be as a dedicated professional in that organization, any kind of leadership development that you want to do, planning for career development throughout the course that you will be on while you're with that organization. Maybe you're starting off on the ground level, maybe you're coming in at mid-level, but we all have different goals. Some folks want to climb the ladder, some just want to get in and do a really good job on the day-to-day. All of those different things. Maybe you're not exactly sure what the future holds for you or what you want it to, and those are all things you can discuss with your coach. Communication, we all know that sometimes offices can be really challenging. There can be politics, there can be difficult employees, working through difficult conversations, any of those kinds of things. And having a coach alongside you can really help ease those difficult, challenging times and decisions and conversations that you have to have. If you have someone to kind of run by your thoughts and feelings about it, and sometimes even just brainstorm about how to handle different things.
I was thinking that 4 of those 5, I think, are pretty obvious to our audience. But could you give an example for a career transition, the importance of setting boundaries?
Yes, that's a great question. And it's interesting because I think that for that is when we start off in a new career, we want to come in and we want to just dazzle them. We want to demonstrate that we are worthy of the position that we've been offered. We want to make sure that we're doing everything to the best of our abilities. And sometimes we can set bad boundaries in the beginning because we're willing to work lots of extra hours, we're willing to stay late, we're willing to pick up as many projects as possible. And then you get into the job after a few weeks, months, or even years, and then you look back and you really don't have very good boundaries. You're not able to say to your boss, you know, I don't work on weekends, because you've always picked up the phone on weekends. You've always offered to go on trips or travel or pick up whatever slack needed to be done. So it's really important to make sure that you're setting boundaries from the very beginning with your employer and your colleagues and your coworkers. You can still go above and beyond, but we need to make sure that we're setting clear boundaries and we're being truthful with what our expectations are going to be over the long term for ourselves as well as our colleagues and coworkers.
That's great. Thank you so much. I think a lot of our viewers will realize they've done that. We've all done that.
We've all done it at some point.
So thank you, Kelly, for joining us. Folks, Kelly has given us her email, her website, her LinkedIn information in case you want to reach out. Her podcast is available through Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, just about any place that offers access to podcasts. And if you need career coaching and you are an unstoppable professional, please consider reaching out to Kelly.
Thank you so much, Ed. I appreciate it.
And folks, if you need any further job advice, please check out the blog I offer at Getstart-ed.com. And I want to thank Kelly one more time for joining us. This was great. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ed.